Did you know that North Carolina has one of the strictest negligence laws in the country? If you're involved in an accident, whether it's a car crash, slip and fall, or any other personal injury case, even being 1% at fault could prevent you from recovering any compensation. That is because North Carolina follows a legal rule called contributory negligence, and it can have a devastating impact on your ability to receive financial recovery after an accident. Hi, I'm Auger of Auger Auger, a family-run law firm serving Charlotte and the surrounding North Carolina community for over 30 years. Today we're diving into contributory negligence, what it is, how it affects your case, and why having an experienced attorney on your side is critical when dealing with North Carolina's tough liability laws. Most states follow a comparative negligence system, which means an injured person can still recover damages even if they were partially at fault. But North Carolina is one of the few states that still follows the doctrine of pure contributory negligence. Under this system, if you are found to be even 1% at fault for an accident, you may not be able to recover any damages at all. That means insurance companies will do everything they can to argue that you played some small role in the accident, even if the other party was overwhelmingly the cause of the wreck. For example, imagine you're driving through an intersection when another driver runs a red light and crashes into you. If the insurance company claims you were just a few miles over the speed limit, they could argue that your speeding contributed to the accident. And under North Carolina's law, that could be enough to completely bar you from recovering any compensation. This is why contributory negligence is so harsh and why having a skilled attorney is critical to fight back against the insurance company. To win a personal injury case in North Carolina, you need to prove the other party was 100% responsible for your injuries. Here's how liability is determined. First, you must establish that the other party was negligent, meaning they failed to act with reasonable care. This could be a driver running a red light, a store owner failing to clean up a hazardous spill, or a business ignoring safety regulations. Next, the insurance company or defense attorney will try to prove that you shared some level of fault in the accident. Even if your contribution was minimal, North Carolina law could prevent you from receiving any compensation. This is where strong evidence becomes crucial. Witness statements, accident reports, surveillance footage, and expert testimony can all play a role in proving that you were not responsible for the accident. Unfortunately, insurance companies know the system is in their favor, and they'll use any excuse to shift the blame onto you. That's why it's essential to have an experienced attorney who can fight back and ensure that the true facts of your case are presented. Because of how strict North Carolina's negligence laws are, these cases can be extremely difficult to win without the help of an experienced legal team. At Auger Auger, we specialize in helping injury victims fight against unfair contributory negligence claims. Here's how we help. First, we gather critical evidence, accident reports, traffic camera footage, medical records, and witness statements to build the strongest case possible. We also challenge insurance companies that try to twist the facts and wrongly place blame on you. Our team understands North Carolina law inside and out, and we know how to counter these tactics. We handle all the complex legal rules and procedures, ensuring that every deadline is met and no detail is overlooked. Finally, we fight to maximize your compensation, whether that includes medical expenses, lost wages, pain and suffering, or damages for permanent injuries. If you've been injured in an accident, do not speak to the insurance company before consulting a lawyer. Insurance adjusters will often try to get you to give a recorded statement and try and trick you into admitting some level of fault, even if you weren't responsible. Instead, follow these steps. Seek medical attention immediately and document all injuries. Gather as much evidence as possible, including photos of the accident scene, witness contact information, and any available video footage. Do not admit fault or apologize. Even saying "I'm sorry" could be used against you. Contact an experienced North Carolina personal injury lawyer as soon as possible. At Auger Auger, we understand how unfair North Carolina's contributory negligence rule can be, and we fight aggressively to protect our clients' rights. We've spent over 30 years helping injury victims overcome unfair legal obstacles, and we know what it takes to win even the toughest cases. With our A&A zero-fee guarantee, you don't pay anything unless we win your case. If you've been injured in an accident, don't let an insurance company take advantage of North Carolina's harsh negligence laws. Call us today or visit our website to schedule your free, no-obligation consultation. Let us fight for the justice and compensation you deserve.